So I call this the difference between shopping at Nordstrom's or shopping at Sears. So a few years ago, it's funny because I was going through my notes and I used to use, gosh, what's the note service there? Evernote, there it is. And I saw this old this journal entry I made to myself. And I was at the office, my old office, and I was in the bullpen area and I was calling for sale by owners. And a lot of agents would gather there in the morning and listen to to all of us call. I mean, I called. There were some other agents that were there that were pretty good at making calls as well, and some of the newer agents would listen. And I had called this for sale by owner, and now remember, they can only hear my side of the conversation. So I'm having this conversation, and I'm going through the objections, and the guy was saying, yeah, I'm all set. I'm selling the house myself, and what's different about you than the other agent? And I was proud, and I'm like, what's different about me is I'm the Nordstroms of real estate, and I do this, and I do this, and we bring this, and we do this level of service, and we do this, and then the guy just let me talk myself out, and then he said to me, he goes, well, my friend, I don't shop at Nordstrom's. I shop at Sears. And I was like, oh, all right then. And it's funny because again, now I'm in this room, there's all these people and they're listening to me like, oh my God, that is such good stuff. Like, wow, dude, you're really killing it. They had no idea what the other guy said on the other end of the phone. And that was it. I mean, it was like, think about the disconnect with that story. So I'm like, and that the lesson too is, some for sale by owners, it doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter how great your services are, how good your scripts are, and it doesn't matter because there's a disconnect. And I think the big lesson too for me was that I'm not going to list everybody. I'm not going to fit everybody. There's actually a saying or a rule. It's in my book actually, that there's like the 80-10-10 rule. Right? 10% are going to go with the highest price no matter what. They want the best of the best of the best, no matter what. And then there's another 10% that are going to go with the lowest discount, no matter what. They're the people that are, it's about saving money. They drive the most economical cars. They shop at the most economic, and that's just the way it is. And then you have everybody else in the middle. And on this call, I was talking to the guy that he was on that other end of the belt, the economical part. It was just an interesting conversation. And then I was just like, oh, well, thank you. I mean, what else am I going to say after that? Right. I mean, I'm not a discount broker. I'm guessing there were probably some discount brokers after that ended up taking that listing like an entry only company. But the point of the story here is, you got to know your audience. And then the funny thing for me is I didn't, all those guys were like giving me high fives and fist bumps and cheering me on. Like, oh my God, that was so awesome, dude. You're so good. You sounded so great. And then they had no idea what the guy said. I should have shared the story back then, but I guess my ego didn't let me. So it's funny because again, I've always journaled, and I was just looking at this the other day and it really just caught my attention. So when we're making these calls, my friends, FSBOs are still a big part of my business. We need to go into it. I'm the Nordstroms, and I'm fine. I am the Nordstroms. I'm not the Sears, but maybe that should be the first question to ask, So I start off now with, listen, I'm calling to list your house. I don't want to come over and show it to a buyer. So when you're ready, for the Nordstrom's experience, if that's something you're open to, that's when we can connect. And if that's not for them, that's fine with me. That's cool. Anyway, thanks for watching this. And if you're open, hey, check out, if you want a gift, go to trycoaching.net. Have a great day.